to vlog number 5. In this week's readings, we went over our textbook, The Rhetorical Act, Chapter 4, The Resources of Evidence. The most basic building block of rhetorical action is evidence. As Aristotle once said, there are two parts to a speech, for it's necessary to state the subject and then to demonstrate it, which I think is a really common formula when either writing an essay or presenting a speech. It's important to state your ideas and then find some way to back them up. You as a speaker, yes, may have good ideas, but to your audience, it's not going to mean anything unless you back it up with evidence. It furthers your credibility as a speaker and as a writer, but also helps keep things clear. Especially in today's society, we respect cold hard facts and evidence, and there are different kinds of evidence you can use within a speech, and they are psychological appeal, rational appeal, primary strength, and primary weaknesses. Each of these different types of evidence have positives and negatives to it, and when utilized correctly can further your argument. By adding things like facts and evidence, there is actually a psychological impact on your audience, because being presented with it, audiences will want to believe you if you have another source outside yourself confirming what you believe or what your ideas may be. And also another positive impact of this, it makes ideas lively and clear, and again impacts your audience in a positive way. And this is further exemplified in our other textbook, Reading Pop Culture, Chapter 5, Television Addiction is no mere metaphor. So within this essay, the author examines the term TV addiction in its metaphorical sense regarding leisure activities of day-to-day lives. So basically the essay is talking about how people are now more addicted to watching TV and what that means. So the essay is really good about using facts. In fact, one of the facts they state is from a reputable source, and that being Stanford, a well-known source, a place everybody knows and respects. And their fact that they use is that they related TV addiction to psychological responses with drugs like alcohol and cigarettes. Using a fact like this and relating info in a way people can make sense out of it and relate to it helps them further their argument. It makes their essay make a whole lot more sense. So this essay demonstrates the positive side of facts if utilized correctly. In a New York Times article, I found the negative side of when you don't utilize facts correctly and how it can discredit you as a writer. So the article is titled, "Eat Less Red Meat, Scientists Said. Now Some Believe That Was Bad Advice." So essentially the article talks about how there was a study done in the past where scientists found that processed meats affected the risk of cardiovascular disease and cancer. But then later on, they repeated the study, and scientists found that links between eating red meat and disease were small, and the original study's evidence, the quality was low to very low. So when this came out, these findings eroded public trust. Then when the study was done a little bit later, it just justified that the evidence was too weak to tell individuals to eat less beef and pork. So this demonstrates the negative side of using facts if not used correctly, because it can lead to misinterpretation, because facts have a lot of power and they change people's point of view. So if you present a wrong fact to an audience,